my name's Leanne. I'm here at Jimmy Bean's Wool, and today I'm going to talk to you about knitting with 2 yarns held together. And this actually works if you're knitting with multiple strands, so you could be knitting with 10 strands together. It doesn't really matter, the technique is the same. And really the technique is just knitting with 2 strands held together. So super easy, there's no extra steps. There's just things to be aware of. So if you're knitting, especially if you're knitting with the same color held double, you might make the very common mistake, or at least I make it all the time, of picking up one strand and knitting into it, and then getting the other strand and knitting into that, and oops, you created 2 separate stitches out of the one stitch unintentionally. So just always be careful. If you notice that you're increasing stitches when you shouldn't be, that might be why. So just something to keep in mind. Otherwise, same kind of concept. It's also possible to drop one of your strands and not the other. The nice thing is it's not gonna carry all the way down your work because you've got that other strand that's gonna catch it, but you will end up with kind of like a messy look, or it'll look like somebody you got a snag on your work. So just something, again, to keep in mind. So this right here is the same yarn held, or the same kind of yarn, just different colors. You could do the same color if you wanted just a thicker fabric, but if you wanted something that wasn't any thicker but had a different texture, like some sparkle or like a halo, you can carry along something like this, which is Kid Silk Haze from Rowan. It's a super fine lace weight mohair, so you can kind of see right there. And it just adds a little bit of fuzz, but it doesn't add any weight. So this is a heavy worsted weight shawl, and it's got that kind of, you can see the fuzz right here. And it's a little bit warmer from the mohair, but it's not any bulkier. And then if you have something that's maybe kind of plain and you want to jazz it up a little bit, you can use something like Trendsetter Luna, which is, again, like a lace weight and doesn't add any extra bulk, but you can add some sparkle and some sequins. So there's a lot of versatility when you're knitting with a bunch of different kinds of yarn, and when you start combining them, like, the possibilities really are endless. So this is knitting with 2 or more strands held together. My name's Leanne here at Jimmy Bean's Wool. Happy knitting.